to get used to doing this. Keep going to sleep. So this is the iPhone 7 Plus. And to be honest with you, I'm going to keep this short and simple. Man, this thing is thin. I never get over how thin this phone is every time I pick it up, especially coming from an 11 Pro Max, which is, in certain people's eyes, is a thick boy. But I mean, I don't mind it. The battery in that thing is huge. But picking up this thing literally just has me like, wow. And it's still sturdy. Besides a few models bending here. As far as design, same exact thing from the iPhone 7. Same rounded corners, same rounded edges. It still feels really nice in the palm despite the size. Same big bezels around the front, same home button. Literally everything from the iPhone 7, just bigger. Plus this hilarious bender style camera lens that literally was an entire meme all over the internet. So many iPhone 7 and 7 Plus users were complaining about the paint on the phone chipping, mainly on the back or around the charging ports or even around the volume rockers. And I can definitely say I've experienced it because this iPhone 7 Plus has chips all over it. The iPhone 7 Plus came with an Apple A10 Fusion chip and 3 gigs of RAM. Now, 3 gigs of RAM, you might be saying. iOS doesn't need a lot of RAM to run smoothly. Apple optimizes everything so well that 3 gigs of RAM is enough. And I've never complained once about the amount of RAM that's on this phone. Now, trust me, Android manufacturers, they put in 9, 10, 15, listen, like a ton of RAM. And I think it's amazing. The more RAM you have, the more things get left open in the background, the more the phone remembers, the more you can do it once and the phone won't stutter. Amazing. But there's nothing wrong if 3 gigs works. So let's talk about cameras. Now, coming from the iPhone 7 to the iPhone 7 Plus, really the only major difference was this telephoto lens here. It basically gave you a 2 times optical zoom and it then gave you up to 10 times digital zoom. Everybody knows you want to do optical zoom, no quality loss. When you get digital, you're zooming in, you start to get a grainy look, you start to lose detail because it's just the phone cropping in on the image. It's not actually zooming in. So having a telephoto lens on an iPhone for the first time, you could get some cool shots. So this is a photo directly out of the iPhone 7 Plus's camera and everything looks right? Exposure is fine, colors are fine, no complaints with this photo whatsoever. But when we get to the telephoto lens, some areas can look a little soft, and I'm not sure if that's just Apple's processing or something else is going on here, but that's my issue. Now, same problems with underexposure and overexposure. This photo is clearly underexposed, but you can definitely pull off some really nice photos like you can see here. But this photo is perfect. If you wanted to share it right out of the box, you easily could with no editing. But most people are still gonna slap a filter up there. So let's talk about issues with the iPhone 7 Plus camera, because there were a ton, such as black screen, blurry images, camera won't load, telephoto zoom not working, literally a plethora of different things that went wrong with this camera when it first came out. And for the price that the phone cost, that pissed a lot of people off. All these issues were later fixed in a software update that Apple pushed out maybe a month or so later. But at launch, it wasn't necessarily the best experience, especially for a $700+ phone. So inside the iPhone 7 Plus is a 2900 mAh battery. It's not the biggest battery, but I can say I can get through a day with it with light usage. Now, if I get into anything else heavy intensive like gaming or a lot of YouTube watching or even too much Spotify, I better hope I have a charger with me or you're gonna die. So this particular unit has an 85% battery health, which after 4 years, again, is decent. So on the display, now it's a 1080p LCD panel and I think everything looks fine. I don't really have any complaints about it. Colors are nice and black levels are nice. But those are my thoughts. I can definitely say that I enjoyed using the iPhone 7 Plus for the past few days, and I definitely think if it needed to, I would come back to it. But anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'll see you soon. Peace.